What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and a happy weekend to all. Nice Saturday it is. It's not so nice here in terms of weather. It doesn't matter. We're still back. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, kind of what happened the last 24 hours. Not a lot, but there are some interesting developments in price, but also in volume. Which is actually pretty interesting, I think, at least. I mean, you might not think so, but still, this is my video. We're going to be talking about what I think is interesting. No, I'm just kidding, but if you're new to this channel, first of all, welcome. But mainly what we do in these videos is we cover the price of Bitcoin. So what happened and what's going to happen next. That's also what we're going to be covering in this video. And sometimes we cover some news. I mean, right now, obviously Bitcoin is not a project that has a lot of upgrades or news. What does happen, obviously, is some news and some macroeconomic developments in the world. So last week, for example, we talked a lot about the interest rates rising, which is bad for crypto, right? So that's also bearish for Bitcoin. Let's just keep it with Bitcoin. But apart from that, also rising tensions in the east of Ukraine and other places in the world too, right? I mean, the tension throughout the world just seems to be rising. Also just polarization within countries like the USA, but also Europe and countries within Europe and China as well. It seems like, at least you never really know, because the media is always biased, right? But it doesn't matter. You kind of have to see through that. So obviously the macroeconomic circumstances aren't great. So that's not great for Bitcoin either. In the end, that's why we are in a bear market, right? So we are already feeling it. But apart from that, to kind of zoom into Bitcoin specifically, you can see that we're actually still at a 37 billion volume last 24 hours. That has been pretty stable, even though, I mean, we had this huge volume right here, 54 billion. And obviously it increased right here. I believe that this was the interest rate. Yeah, this was the interest rate. So it increased, but we don't really see that we hold this volume. Because 10% of the market cap of Bitcoin in volume usually is quite a lot, and it's towards the upper ranges of the volume range of Bitcoin. Right now, we actually are able to keep that, which I think, even though volume isn't necessarily bullish or bearish, I think that is actually bullish. So now let's actually take a look at the price, because I know you're here for that too. This was the analysis I made yesterday. It's basically the main thing we talked about yesterday technically is this level right here at 18,500, whether we can hold that or whether we are not able to hold that, because you can see that we have a very bearish market structure. We're just dropping down, and we had one big move right there, but afterwards we just continue dropping down. Kind of, if you delete this whole move, it would just seem like one big downtrend. And at some point that's got to stop, but at that point you have to consolidate a little bit. And to be honest, I actually do have some hope that we can actually hold 18,500, and that we, from that level, will be able to get back up to 20,700 and then eventually 22,000. That is also what I think is going to happen. But I said yesterday too, I think it's also realistic if we drop down to 17,600. It's just, I have to make a choice between saying whether I think we are going to hold 18,500 or that this bearish trend is too strong and that we're going to drop down one level lower towards 17,600. For now, I mean, you can see that we found resistance at that 28 EMA. Right now we're at the 50 EMA, are finding some resistance, but not a huge drop. So that's probably going to continue. We're not going to see a big uptrend soon, but that consolidation is probably going to continue. And then eventually, I think we'll be able to break out and get towards 20,700 and 22,000. But that is a little bit more long term, maybe until October, right? Which would mean we would need to wait another week. So a little voice crack. But yeah, so that's my analysis on Bitcoin. Still, I will be back with another daily update, of course, tomorrow. But for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening. And I hope to see you all in my next videos. Take care today and bye.